Well, gentlemen, there's rumors afloating that Nick Saban could come back to coaching. And it's from a former Alabama quarterback himself, Greg McElroy, saying that a very much in the know person I have a lot of respect for, have spent a lot of time with, and just really, really admire, says they seem to think Nick Saban is not done coaching. He's pretty adamant that he thinks Nick Saban will be coaching again. He said they wouldn't have brought the speculation up if it wasn't somebody notable. Well, gentlemen, what do you think about that?
BS.
Thank you, Coach. I would have to agree with that. My thoughts is he has nothing else to prove. He has nothing else to prove, and any job he would take would be worse than Bama. Why would you go to a North Carolina after Belichick? I saw a headline on that. Why? No need. He had the best career in college football history. There's no reason, like with Belichick. Imagine Bill Belichick if he had to stop coaching the minute Brady left. Then he would be remembered as a legend, as an elite coach. And a lot of people still think of him that way, but now you have all these people like, without Brady, Belichick's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what if Saban goes to another school, doesn't do all that well, and it's like, oh, Nick Saban, it was because of Bama. To me, it makes no sense, right? He already had his NFL stint that was bad, had the legendary career at Alabama. Stay retired, do the sports thing. I love Saban like we all do, but do not take another job, a downgrade job. It makes no sense.
Yeah, and I mean you're set in life, and life is good, and you're doing what you want to do. I don't know the competitive motors and the ego and the id and all that kind of stuff, but in my opinion, McElroy, for me to believe anything, what he's saying has to come from one of three sources. One, Miss Terry. Two, Coach Saban. Or three, his agent. And if it's not one of those three, it's a bunch of BS, clickbait. I don't know what he's talking about. And would you, why would you go into a new program? They don't know who you are. Yeah, you're going to bring all the luster and all the blah, 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 but you're going to have to clean house. You remember when first year he came to Alabama, he had to clean house, all that kind of stuff. So, and then, you go back to the grind, and the grind today is we talked to Coach Husband, and it's a lot different than the old days, and it's getting a lot worse. Where, I mean, you have, as a coach, guys, you have no life. I got out I got out right at the beginnings when coaching became 24/7, 365. I got out when, we were having kids. All of a sudden, we were doing passing camps. We were doing weightlifting competitions in the summer. It was just, all kinds of stuff, 24/7, 365. And then I was coaching other sports, doing the high school thing, trying to make some money. And, I mean, it's a grind. And then when I decided to get out of it, just to tone it down, I had a daughter, and I wanted to be able to spend time with her, and she was going to be an athlete. So I wanted to be with her and coach her. I knew a little bit about coaching, and then, Lord, once you get out of it where Coach Saban is now, and you get out of it for a little while, and you're thinking to yourself, good grief, what was I thinking? Now, when you're young and you stay in it, you never know the other side. But now he's in his life, he never had a downtime. Right now, he's got a downtime. And I never had a downtime in my coaching career. But then finally, when I got one, I was like, geez, why am I wrong? That kind of stuff. So I'm telling you, that guy, I don't know where, Greg, I mean, I hope he walks it back. And we all may crow. I don't know. But then if he does decide to come back, we're all going to be doing, what the hell are you thinking? Why?
Oh, yeah. It would be absolute insanity because, again, as it is right now, he has the best legacy in college football history. Like, he left before Bama fell apart or things were declining. I mean, you saw that slight decline, like so slightly, because Alabama was so elite. We were winning championship after championship. Last couple of years, we weren't right there, but we still were right there. I mean, literally, we're this close to beating Michigan. I mean, that's how good we were still. and then he retires. It's like you've left when you were still at the top. You got the best, again, probably legacy of any
legacy. Yeah. You're on the Mount Rushmore. When you go top 3 coaches, you're going to, I don't know, you can choose who you want. Even Coach Saban says Bear Bryant. And then you're going to have Nick Saban in the top 3. And some people say Belichick. But some people may say Vince Lombardi and John Wooden, if you want to cross sports. But you're at that pinnacle. And so why would you even want to go back and do it? I'm telling you, I don't believe it.
It doesn't fit the timeline either because of his age. It's like you said, Coach, with having to rebuild a program, like it takes years to do, and that doesn't fit the timeline. Like he already is really old. He could do it, obviously, but it wouldn't make any sense because we all believe that he left Bama because of all the new changes to college football, that he didn't want to deal with it anymore. It would make no sense to return to a worse program and have to rebuild in this chaotic era. He's got it made right now. Absolutely made.
And nothing else to prove. Nothing else. He left. He was at the pinnacle, still is, has nothing to prove unless it's just something going on in your head, and it may be, but I can't see it. I wouldn't do it. Miss Terry, why would she want to go back to the grind? I mean, they're almost 80. Think about it, guys. They're headed to their 80s. Good grief.
They won't watch SpongeBob with the grandkids, or they want to or watch Disney Junior or something, or I don't know what's on television these days. I mean, but still though, go fishing at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning, or watch Me TV. I mean, that's what.
There you go. Watch some Me TV.
Or that Me TV Tunes channel. Like they want to tune into that. Or that's what being almost 80 is what you do. You don't want to go back to the grind of coaching. You want to talk about the good old days, sit on a rocking chair, learn how to knit or something.
And here's another thing too, guys. All right. At the age, your health, your physical, mental health. I mean, how long do you think your body's going to be able to, take getting up at, 5, 6 in the morning and going to bed at 12 at night, and then you're going on the road and you're here and that kind of stuff, recruiting. And I mean, how much can your body take before it, gives out? Now, Coach Bryant, 70, but of course he's smoking those Chesterfields. I got a great picture I need to show y'all of him. He's with my father-in-law on the sideline, and you see the two of them standing there, and Coach Bryant's he's got a Chesterfield right there, right at his lip. And my father-in-law standing looking right at him, and he's calling plays with blowing that smoke in your face. But imagine your physical health. I mean, come on. I mean, unless you think you're, immortal, Hercules, whatever.
Hercules.